Welcome back to Midday Kentucky. Well, Valentine's Day is creeping up on all of us, so we wanted to give you some ideas on creating the perfect floral arrangement. And joined by us today is John Michler of Michler's Florists. Welcome to the show, John.
Thank you for coming on.
It already smells amazing in here. It smells like Valentine's Day.
I wish we had smell-o-vision because it really does. It smells beautiful.
Yes, it does.
Now, John, let me ask you, first of all, what are some of your most popular styles of flower arrangements that you do?
Well, we can simplify it with two that we brought today. We have the what we would call the tall and elegant.
Okay.
Which
is beautiful,
which I'm
gorgeous.
designing, which I'm putting together now. This is the one called the Grand Spectacle, which is a dozen roses and stargazer lilies. And then this one is called Woodland Roses, which is a second style. This embraces a little more naturalism, though all of our designs do. This is nice if one wants to set it on a side table or one is sending it to a small apartment. And of course, this for an office where you want to wow people, it's nice to come in with something a little larger.
Right, right.
So talking about this floral arrangement that you're going to be making while we talk here, what makes a good arrangement? How do you know how much greenery to mix with the flowers, with the roses? Where do you go?
Well, there's certainly at Valentine's Day. There's a lot. Might have a lot to do with color coordination,
right?
You know, we think in terms of red, of course.
Yes,
and,
of course.
And pink. This one's pink and white. But I mean, that's an interesting question. It's like, why do any aesthetics, look good? You get a handle on what looks good. Possibly it may have to do with the spacing of the flowers, your color choice.
Okay.
You want to incorporate different textures into the design with the foliages, that
and is
kind
that
of thing.
something that a customer could do, give you a call, and if they have an idea of the type of flowers, the type of foliage they'd like to incorporate, then you could create it?
Certainly.
Yeah. Well, okay, so if someone wants to send something that really wows the people that are around that see it being delivered, what kind of floral arrangements would you recommend for that wow factor, I guess?
Well, something that's happened recently in the last few years is maybe people were getting used to a dozen roses, and so they started sending out 24 roses.
Okay.
So maybe that way you get one up on
the
other guys that are sending a dozen, but it's quite showy. It's a larger bowl, and it makes a very large presentation. But this Grand Spectacle, which is a dozen with the stargazer lilies, is certainly a showy presentation as well.
I think that
so
is beautiful.
It's
I
gorgeous.
do. Yep.
Are there different types of red roses?
Yes, there's, well, there again we can simplify it. One of the kinds, this is a standard variety which has nice, strong, long stems, and we like that because it enables us to get a large presentation. There's another variety called the Hearts Roses, which is a very deep red, and it gets its name by, if you look at the roses, the petals unfurl in a shape of a heart, kind of on the inside. So it's a sweet specialty rose.
That's beautiful.
It is. Well, okay, so we are actually going to be giving away this beautiful arrangement that you've been working on, John.
Gorgeous.
And I know, so get to the phone right now. We're going to take the third caller, and you can win this beautiful, beautiful bouquet. John, thank you so much for being here. We appreciate it.
You see the number up there on your screen. Call right now. We'll also put up the contact information so you can order one of these beautiful arrangements just in time for Valentine's Day. But stay with us. Up next, we're back in the kitchen with Allison Davis. She's making an Italian soup recipe. Stay tuned.